about connection to others. And this is why Tanya allowed me to interview Christi here, because I've known Christi for about 5 years. And it was about 2 years or so into our professional relationship that I found out that she was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Such as I am, the greatest professional football team in the NFL. But that being said,
God bless you.
one of the pillars of resiliency is connections with others. And I am very connected to Christi, her soldier, her sons, and it just started with professional football. So, with that being said, here we go.
I don't take my money.
Green is good. Okay, Christi, how long have you been a military spouse?
12 years in May.
12 years, so, you know, that's a different dynamic for some of us that are in here, for some of the other attendees that are in here. So you've been a military spouse for 10 years, or excuse me, 12 years. How many deployments have you experienced with your soldier?
We're on number 5.
12 years as a military spouse, 5th deployment. So, that's a long time. Would you say it's caused, or it's led to some challenges in the relationship?
To say the least.
Absolutely. Now, you have 2 boys.
I do.
I have been blessed enough to know both of them as well.
They're pretty awesome.
How have you seen your children react and handle the deployments?
Well, I think with age, your children obviously change and grow, and so when they're 2, like my son was during my husband's first deployment, it was easy to say, Dad's at work, you know, and he just thought Dad was at work for a very, very long time. And then now that he's 12, he's obviously learning about Iraq and Afghanistan in school. He knows what happens there, and there's a lot more fear associated with that. He has a concept of time now. So I would say for me, personally, it's more challenging now than it was when he was 2. He really expects me to cook dinner now, too.
Would you say that Cadence is more aware of news
Yes.
at his age?
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
Good stuff. Okay, I just recently read that you have compared yourself to a tattered yellow ribbon. And
Yes.
for our spouses that may not understand what a yellow ribbon is, it's the show of love, show of affection when our soldiers are away from home. Could you share your connection with the yellow ribbon?
Well, I was driving off post the other day from work a few weeks ago, and while I was sitting at the light, I was not playing on my cell phone. I was looking around, and the yellow ribbon was just, I don't know, it was kind of grumpy looking, and kind of barely hanging on to the light pole, and it was by itself, really by itself. When I moved here 6 years ago, every light pole in this town had a yellow ribbon on it. Every pole. And that's not the case these days. It's not. It's really not. And I just remember thinking to myself that that yellow ribbon represented me, because I'm still here, even though the people outside of this gate may have forgotten that we exist. We do. And we're really good at what we do, ladies. We really are. And I remember thinking to myself, when did I become a seasoned Army spouse? When did this happen? Like, I swear I was just Private Smith's wife. I swear I was. But now, I look to Private Smith's wife for energy, because I'm tired. And I need that energy from a young Army spouse. And I need that connection. And she needs me too. And that means that every person in this room has a purpose. All of us have to be here for one another, because at the end of the day, we have the same goal, and that is to support our soldier and to take care of one another.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Now, you were recently voted Fort Stewart Military Spouse of the Year through the Armed Forces Insurance and Military Spouse magazine. Very big platform for you to spread a message. What message would you like to share, and what that honor meant to you as a military spouse?
Well, first, it was very humbling. Every person in this room deserves this award, and it doesn't make me any better than any of you we're, like I said, at the end of the day, we are the same person. And I guess that my message as the representative this year would be to encourage each other and to inspire each other and to empower each other, because at the end of the day, we only have each other.
Awesome, awesome. And my final question, and it's very good stuff. Your husband sent you a letter
He did.
saying that you were his rock. And you know my love.
Uh-huh.
What does it mean to you?
It's awesome, and at the same time, it's a burden, because I think that society views soldiers as heroes, and they are. I'm not saying that they aren't, but our soldiers view us the way that society views our soldiers. And you are your husband's rock, whether he says it or not. You are the only constant in his life. You don't come and go. You're always there. So.
Absolutely. That's very, very personal. So thank you for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our little interview with Miss Christi Kisko. Give her a round of applause. I'm going to turn it back over to Connie Nyman.